2,800 feet above New York City. Both engines explode. Not a gradual failure. Not a warning. A violent double impact. The cockpit fills with the sharp smell of burnt fuel and scorched metal. The vibration is immediate, aggressive, wrong. A flock of large Canada geese has just struck the aircraft. In less than 3 seconds, both CFM56 engines lose thrust. The Airbus A320 stops climbing and begins to fall. This is US Airways Flight 1549, January 15th, 2009. The aircraft departed LaGuardia Airport only minutes earlier, bound for Charlotte, North Carolina. 150 passengers, 5 crew members. In the left seat sits Captain Chesley, Sully, Sullenberger, former United States Air Force fighter pilot, decades of experience, a safety instructor who has taught others how to survive emergencies. In the right seat, First Officer Jeffrey Skiles. It is his first time flying this Airbus as pilot flying. The takeoff was routine, the climb was smooth, until the sky filled with birds. The impact is loud, a hollow metallic boom that echoes through the fuselage. The left engine bangs and spits flame. The right engine surges, then winds down. Engine instruments collapse toward zero. The cockpit becomes a wall of warnings. Master caution. Engine failure alerts. Chimes overlapping. Skiles reacts instantly. Memory items for dual engine failure. Start switches on. Ignition. Fuel flow monitored. Sullenberger takes control. My aircraft. Outside the windshield, Manhattan stretches ahead. Below them are buildings, bridges, traffic, schools. At 2,800 feet, there is almost no time. The radio call comes seconds later. Mayday, mayday, mayday. Cactus 1549. We've lost thrust in both engines. His voice does not shake.
Flight 1549, dual engine failure. Unable. Request immediate assistance. Flight 154 Nodger. Turn left heading 270. Maintain best glide. Emergency service are being notified.
Air traffic control immediately responds under the Federal Aviation Administration system. They offer runway 13 at LaGuardia. But to make it back, the aircraft must turn. And turning costs altitude. Every bank increases drag. Every second reduces options. Skiles attempts a relight. Engine mode selector. Ignition continuous. Fuel pumps confirmed. For a moment, the left engine shows a flicker. Then nothing. The aircraft is descending at over 1,000 feet per minute. Controllers suggest Teterboro Airport in New Jersey. It appears closer on radar. But Sullenberger is calculating, silently, glide ratio, distance, wind direction, weight, sink rate. He understands something the radar cannot show. If they attempt a runway and come up short, the aircraft will not reach pavement. It will reach buildings. There is one remaining option. The Hudson River. Long, straight, no structures in the landing path. At 3:31 in the afternoon, we're gonna be in the Hudson. It is not dramatic. It is final.
We're aligned with the river. Glide path looks good. Maintain present heading. We're going to stay with this one.
Inside the cabin, the change is terrifying. The engine roar is gone. There is only wind. Passengers glance at each other. Some hear unusual silence. Others see smoke trailing past the windows. The aircraft is descending, but smoothly. Flight attendants Donna Dent, Doreen Welsh, and Sheila Dale feel it too, the loss of thrust, the altered pitch. They are strapped into their jump seats. Then the chime.
This is the captain. Brace for impact.
The cabin shifts instantly from confusion to fear.
Brace! Heads down! Stay down! Brace! Brace! Heads down! Stay down!
Passengers bend forward, heads against seatbacks, arms crossed tight. Some whisper prayers, some cry, some freeze in shock until physically pushed into position by crew members. The commands continue non-stop. Stay down, stay down. In the cockpit, the river fills the windshield. The George Washington Bridge approaches rapidly. Sullenberger lowers the nose slightly to preserve airspeed. The aircraft must not stall. A stall at this altitude would flip the jet violently. Skiles calls out airspeed. Too slow and they drop. Too fast and the fuselage may break apart on impact. The auxiliary power unit is running, preserving electrical power. Hydraulic systems still respond. Control surfaces still move. They still have control, but not for long. The skyscrapers slide past. People on rooftops stare upward. Drivers slow on bridges. A silent jetliner glides between buildings where no aircraft should be. At the last seconds, just feet above the river, Sullenberger gently pulls back. He flares the aircraft. The tail strikes first, then the belly. The Airbus slams into the Hudson River at roughly 130 knots. Water explodes upward in a massive white wall. The fuselage shudders violently, then settles. It does not break apart. For a brief second, silence, then water begins, entering the rear cabin.
Evacuate! Leave everything! This way! Release seatbelts! Leave everything! Come this way! Jump and slide!
The January air is near freezing. The water temperature is approximately 36 degrees Fahrenheit. Hypothermia can begin within minutes. Passengers stand shoulder to shoulder on the wings. Breath visible in the freezing air, some already soaked to the waist. Ferries on the Hudson react almost immediately. Civilian captains turn toward the aircraft without hesitation. The New York City Fire Department dispatches Marine units. The New York City Police Department launches harbor patrol vessels. The United States Coast Guard coordinates rescue traffic. Port Authority police respond. Emergency medical services mobilize on shore. Within minutes, boats surround the floating aircraft. Passengers are lifted from wings and rafts, wrapped in blankets, carried aboard ferries. Within 24 minutes, all 155 people are off the aircraft. Every passenger, every crew member, alive. The investigation is led by the National Transportation Safety Board. The Federal Aviation Administration participates. Airbus engineers analyze flight data recorders. CFM International examines the destroyed engines. Wildlife specialists